Hey, I'm back, and I think it's finally time to finish this Humankind game. So let's try and do that. Now, there's been several updates to the game. I know some have affected the user interface, which is good. Any more hints like that is always a good thing. I don't know if the balance of the game has been adjusted for already existing saves. So I don't know if my game is going to be affected by the balance changes. And I'm not up to date on all of the balance changes. I heard about a few. I'm just excited to see if we can finish this out, see how the game finishes. Because, as you know, if you've been watching the series, this is a weird, in my mind, strategy game. Because there isn't a true end in the way that a civilization or an RTS like a StarCraft ends. Your main goal is to build up your fame, and you can do that through all kinds of methods. And we've chosen to conquer, primarily to conquer our continent and the surrounding areas. We're on an easier difficulty, so we probably could go and conquer the other... I think there's one more large continent. But I think we need to grow our existing territory. Like, grow the power and the population and all that kind of stuff. So I do remember that we pretty much own everything. I thought I was conquering these guys, but I couldn't actually claim all the territory, so they were able to stay here. But they also had a small territory over here, so their capital moved way over here. But they still have this large territory down here. Then these guys, who we'll call Napata, but they've actually become the Celts. So we'll call them the Celts until they change civilizations. These two guys I was also trying to conquer, but was unsuccessful. But I was very close, so they became my vassals. So the painful part of that is that they are independent, even though they're working on my behalf. So they will occasionally use their special ability.
Yes, greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare.
I don't remember where you find it. I know where to find mine, but I'm not sure where to find theirs. Well, they're a food sieve right now. And so their special ability allows them to steal population from a neighboring territory. So they've stolen like 4 population, I think, at least 4, from, I think, this territory into Napata. So that's not fun. We still have this territory that is not connected to Thebes, and I think I did that on purpose because that would affect the, what is it called? The stability. It would negatively affect the stability. And I can't attach it to Kawachi because it's not neighboring. The annoying part is that, in theory, these guys are my allies, but when I was fighting them, it's not like these guys marched down to help me. I'm sure they would have fought back against the brown guys, but they didn't help me. Minor event.
Pleased to make your acquaintance again.
So we're trading, and If you have 3 of 6 deposits of gemstones, then you get the Wondrous effect, which is plus 30% money on all cities. So for some of these, we do have the half. We're kind of have a semi-monopoly. We have half of the resources coming into our country. So even incense, we have a ton of incense within our borders. So we already have 4. So in theory, we're raking in the money. I guess we're also spending a lot because we're not actually making that much money. Okay, and we're at our 7 stars to move on to the next era. So, have any been taken yet? 1 has already been taken. So, in theory, because we're doing so well, at least it seems that way, we would be pushing through the eras relatively quickly. But that's not necessarily true for a bunch of reasons. But apparently one of these nations that's over here is ahead of us. I think that's okay. It does mean that they got this food-related civ. +1 food on every exploitation. +5 food per number of attached territories. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the question is, what do I want to do? So if you've not seen this before, there are these different kinds of civilizations. This is an aesthete. They're focused on influence or diplomacy. A merchant, where they're focused on money and trade. Scientist, focused on research. There's another aesthete. A builder, focused on building internal stuff and great feats, which could be like building a wonder. Or an expansionist, so claiming new territory. We're definitely not going to be claiming new territory. Well, we might claim these 3 down here. But probably not anytime soon. So I think that would be a mistake. Now, what it can give you is a powerful unit. So we would get a rifleman of some kind here, the Janissaries from the Ottomans. For expansionists, and for the militarists, which is all about getting kills, I believe, you get more stars for getting militarist stars, or militarist points, whatever. You get the winged hussars, which is pretty cool. So if you're a listener of No Dumb Questions, which is a wonderful podcast you should look up, then you know about the winged hussars. So that would be really cool. But I don't feel the need for these things here. So I think... So we've got the Edo Japanese. +1 influence per population on city or outpost. That's pretty good. +2 influence, +3 faith. +5 influence per adjacent mountain. So we could really rake in the influence. And that is, to an extent, a currency that you need in this game. And we would get these cool swordsmen, the Naginata Samurai, which are anti-cavalry. And that could come in handy. Now, the problem is you don't get these right away. They're somewhere down the tech tree. So you have to research centralized power after entering the early modern era. So we got trade. We can stay with the Franks and get additional fame. But we don't get any of the other bonuses. Now, this could be cool, being the Dutch, because we get a cool ship. Hmm. Before we make this decision, I want to look at the tech tree. So I think I had kind of reduced the amount of science we were doing so that we could catch up in other areas. So yeah, so we're kind of... We pushed up into feudalism so we could get the upgraded peasants, I guess, crop rotation. We got some nice bonuses from that. And we're working on chivalry, which gives us our... So that's what we were doing. We were pushing forward for our special unit. But we've already finished this era in terms of stars. So, what you can do... I can keep going for other kinds of stars. So we've finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is what we needed. We can keep going for these other stars. We can earn more money, earn more influence. We're actually pretty close on influence to another star. And these still give us fame. We don't need them to advance, but they still give us fame. Get access to every strategic and luxury resource. We probably can do that with all of our money. Conquer each continent. So we don't have to do these things. These are additional things that will give us bonus. Like, you don't have to do the nuclear weapons test, but it'll give you additional fame. Discover movable type. So these are just discoveries. So some of these other people got to. You know, like somebody got to writing before I did. Renewable energy, set foot on an inhabited continent. So I think, if I'm remembering from several months ago, I think my decision was to keep going for a few more turns, get that influence star, and try to build up our science. So I think that's what we're trying to do. So... what can we do here? We're still focused on city growth. At 23, we can probably slow that down. 144. So we're still going to grow in 2 more turns here. But we're going to get more science. And you can manually adjust these too. Since we are okay on money, I think, I'm going to take one of these guys. Reduces this by 8, increases this by 6. Oh, that doesn't actually... Yeah, okay, it did work. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit more to industry. Okay. Then, how about Memphis? No science, essentially. But not a ton of food, either. I think that's fine. What are we building here? Makers' quarters, farmers. We got a whole bunch of stuff queued up, including some ships. So, that's fine. These two need to be... Or no, they are attached. Okay. Kawachi is the one that really needs some help. I must be having it build a ship out of here. I think I'm going to take the ships out. Oh, we still need to build Notre Dame. So, you can't just build every wonder. You have to, like, buy with influence the ability to build it. So I bought with influence the ability to build Notre Dame, but I still haven't built it yet. Notre Dame. And we still have another obelisk of the gods that we can build. I was going to save the obelisk of the gods for when we have a city that really needs some stability. And so far, we're fine on that. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these ships out. We're working on the scriptorum. You can only build one scriptorum. So that's the other reason to stay. I guess the Franks are scientific, is that right? No. But it is their special building. So I wanted to finish all the scriptorums too, which are special special versions of the research quarter. So once everybody has one, we can move on. So I can spend some money. All right, so I think we need to just advance.
With 10 territories, you have built a city spanning more territory than your ancestors could have possibly imagined.
So the Celts are just kind of wandering around. Huh?
You have my attention.
Access to your die was purchased by the Ghanaians for 10 gold. Good. Okay, that's fine. So where was that ship? I don't know what I was trying to do with them. I mean, I think I need to explore, so I want him to come over here. Yeah, I think we need to be exploring over there. And over here, maybe? Or am I going here? Let's go here. No, okay. That's why. I don't want to declare war right now. Okay. And these guys are kind of just hanging around, I think. Because I claimed this territory. Oh, that's what the artisans' quarters and everything are. They're building over here. Maybe I was going to send him over here. But I have this feeling that there was a boat over here that killed my boat. I'm going to skip his turn. We really need to get our population built up. Okay, access to your lead. Ghanaians. Are they the Ghanaians now?
Sovereign.
They are, okay. So they're just starting out in the medieval era. So I don't even have contact with these other guys. That's part of the problem here. Now this guy is not going to be able to get through. Well, maybe he can. He might be able to get through here before he sinks. But I really need like a better boat. Let's just go that way. See what we can do. Let's try just going out this way. Okay, and this guy's gonna go out here. So, once I get built back up here, like, once all these areas are growing the way I want them to, then we'll try and conquer these guys down here again. But we need to... There's a... Gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Like, war morale or something. Actually, let me just click on it. War support. War support. So they have 94 war support. So I probably need to build up some military, honestly. Because they may come after us. They create strong defenses on their borders. Protector. +4 combat strength in combat for units in or adjacent to the district or on a garrison. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of need to build up our military again, I think. I wish these things didn't take so many turns. Oh, so the amount of people you can put here depends on the buildings that you've built. Yeah. I need so much more stuff for these guys. Maybe I'm okay on food. Let's get rid of this. No, and put a maker's quarters first. So scriptorum, maker's quarters, then the bed. Okay, we did get another star, which added 100 something fame. Okay. It's not getting to see much. So the question is, so he's going to die in 2 turns if I don't get him to shallower water next turn. And it's kind of a gamble. Yeah. So these guys, I really wish he could see further. But these, okay, this is actually some of my military. So I do not want to lose them. They need to come back to base. They need to be ready to help me out down here.
Yes.
So there's nobody in here.
Fall in. Look out
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
main
have to
map.
wait. Alright, so we got an event. A merchant from afar. Bang, bang, bang. A rabble of traders ferrying strange wares are knocking on Thebes' gates, demanding an audience. They tell you they hail from a far land, having traveled many leagues along one of your fabled trade routes. They claim to offer merchandise that will be profitable, but they also look rather haggard and exhausted. Do you let them in? Dismiss. For foreigners carrying strange wares, ideas, and perhaps worse are not welcome. That moves us back towards whatever. Away from world. Towards homeland. Or consent. We should allow traders from afar, and the chance of profits is worth the foulness. Chance of unexpected consequences. And moves us towards world. Let's try the unexpected consequences. Okay, guys, we really need to get these research. Oh, did it get built? It must have, okay. We got our... We need to get these scriptorums here. Okay, thankfully these are building... The artisans' quarters are building quickly. And here, scriptorum's almost done. Maker's quarters. Good. Okay. We do still need a scriptorum. Alright, this guy still has turns. Let's just... Oh, this is a horse. Alright, we're gonna risk it. I'm gonna go here. I hope there's no boat that's just going to kill my horse. He's a horse archer. Okay, the Celts reached the medieval era with the Byzantines. So now the Celts are the Byzantines. Right?
Your empire is an enigma.
Okay. We're at the end of the medieval era, which I'm holding on to artificially so we can finish some of these things. Okay, these guys need to come back home. I think part of my thought was maybe we could invade from here. But we're going to need more dudes from here. More dudes. So much going on. Industry is not maxed out. So I'm gonna... Even though we need science, I'm gonna move. Try and get as much industry as I can. Okay, this guy's gonna die before he gets over there. So he needs to stay in friendly territory here. And maybe he can make it out here? I don't know.
Fall in. Yes.
Alright, can I make it on the land here? No. But I will. Okay. Next turn. And this guy is just one boat. I'm gonna bring him over here. And we'll try just making sure that there's nothing else down. Oh, there is a territory. So we'll try and go down there and explore that.
As feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that ideally ensure a fair and honourable society.
Oh, chivalry researched. Okay, good. Good. And now we have our horses. Our Bronzy Millites. Loyal Knights. And Hamlets, which allow us to kind of grow our population, I think. And tournament fields. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Alright, so now we need another research. Let's try and knock out some of these here. Like, we don't need fortifications, but I think we need it to, like, progress. Let me see, is it a dead end? Oh, it is. That's why I skipped it. And mounted warfare, we kind of don't need, except maybe for parades. And it gives us better ransacking capabilities. We need rhetoric. Let's do rhetoric and then mounted warfare. Okay. Can this guy... What? It's 2 boats. Let's split it so that we don't... Where's the split? Okay. Alright, we're just going to risk 1 boat. Is it just Arctic? I don't think he can make it down to here. And that's not safe anyway. Yeah, I think we need some boats that can travel safely in deep water, which we're probably not going to get for a while. Okay, I see what's down here. Where's the territory? Apparently not. Where's the land? Okay, we got this guy now. And we could make another territory here. +8, +16, +11, +11. Let's go over here and just make sure this isn't better. I don't think it will be because it's on top of a mountain, but yeah, probably won't be. Well, let's claim this and then we'll make our territory. Okay, how are we doing here? Scriptorum is slow going. Even though I did crank more guys into industry. We're still on city growth, so. Okay, let's do one more turn and then we're gonna end it. 'Cause I feel like I'm caught up now. Alright, who's gonna be lost at sea? This guy. So, yes. I cannot get him anywhere safe. So, gotta bring him back. This guy is going to claim this thing. Oh, free unit. Great swordsman. Awesome. Okay, let's send the great swordsman this way. See what you can see. Okay. So where do I want to build?
Off we go.
So is it +8 +16 or +11 +11? I think it's the 11-11. Let's do it. I'm gonna have this guy wait for a moment. This guy can see nothing. So he's just gonna kind of go along the coast here until he can see some land. Okay, so we may not be able to get all of our scriptorums. I think we need to advance pretty soon. Maybe we'll just get this one. So 3 more turns, whatever we get, we get. This. I could spend the money that I have to finish. +16 +4. So I'm going to move that in front of the boat. I'm going to get rid of the boat. I need to make those knights now. Yeah, see, this is... If I move, I lose access to these units. So I'm not... It seems like... Even if you're not a science civ, you need to be pushing your science forward. Otherwise, you're not going to get the units that, when buildings, the special buildings and special units that you need that come with your civilization choice. Because, yeah, if I move on to the next era, I can't make these guys anymore. I'll be able to make the next guys, but the next guys, I won't have enough science to get to them either. So that's why I'm staying. Okay, so this is going to be the end of this turn. And I'm going to save it right here. Save. Alright, so we're back into Humankind. Hopefully we made some real progress on growing our civ as a whole. I really wanted that so that we can build up our military after that. Finish wiping the southern civilization there off of our continent. Then from there, I think we're just going to see where the game takes us. We do need to meet those other civs at the very least. And then we'll see. It might be worth trying to conquer them. Just since this is a relatively easy difficulty, it might be worth trying it and just see what happens. So, that's the plan. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.